Okay, let's summarize what we have learned today. Today we've learned how to do regressions, in particular linear regressions, and what were correlations in TI and SPIRE. We know that the first thing we need to do is enter the data in lists and spreadsheets. Place the cursor in cell C1 or any empty cell. Press menu 413. And the calculator will tell us, once we enter the data, it'll tell us that M is the slope, B is the y-intercept, and R is the correlation coefficient. And that so the regression equation, which is a linear function, is y equals to mx plus b. For example, if m was 2 and b was 3, then the regression equation would be y equals 2x plus 3. Note this example. For example, if we were given the data here, this function here, we will put in lists and spreadsheets exactly the way that we see it. We would go ahead and press menu 413 and make sure we name our X column X and our Y column Y. And notice that the calculator is telling us that the slope is -1, that the y-intercept is 6, and the correlation coefficient, which is R, is 1, which indicates it's a perfect fit. And of course, when we load that same data when we plot our points in data and statistics, once we use a list of label axes and plot points, press menu 461. We've learned how to draw the regression equation, and there it is. And you can see that the line goes perfectly through all the points, and there's our regression equation. So that's what we have learned how to do today. Okay, that sets us up for the DOL. So here's the DOL. Okay, you might know Dak Prescott is the quarterback of Dallas Cowboys. Okay. These are his statistics. I Googled Dak Prescott stats and got this. Notice that through the first 8 games, he's been he threw for 247 yards in the first game, 287 yards in the next game, so on and so on, all through 8 games. What we want to do is predict, using a linear regression, how many yards would he throw for in the 9th game, which is against the Steelers. Sunday's game, Dak's 9th game, is against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So based on the data that we see, write a linear equation and use it to predict the number of passing yards Dak will have Sunday. So that's what we want to do. So here's a hint. You're going to end up making some sort of table like this with the passing yards, and you'll start from there. And you'll have pretty much everything what you need. If you remember what we did in the classwork today, you should be able to make the prediction. Okay. Now, for added bonus, I'm going to also post in Google Classroom the stats for Ezekiel Elliott, who is the running back of the Dallas Cowboys, same team. And see if we can do the same prediction for him. He's a running back, so he rushes the ball. And so that's for if you want a challenge, see if you can figure out or make a prediction for Ezekiel Elliott, and I give you extra credit for that. All right, so here's the DL. Here's the DOL once again. Write a linear equation and use it to predict the number of passing yards Dak will have on Sunday. Okay. All right. Good luck.